welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I am going to be doing 2 looks with the new Calavera palette from Gourmande Girls. This is their fall release, and it is an absolutely beautiful, colorful palette, which is kind of different for this time of year. A lot of brands are releasing fall palettes that are very heavily warm tone neutrals, that type of thing. But this is quite a bright and colorful palette. So I am going to start off with the close-ups and swatches, giving you information. I don't have a ton of information, but what information I do have, I will let you know about. And then I will follow that up with look 1, followed by look 2, which is what you're seeing right now. And at the end, I give you my initial thoughts on the palette. This is not a review. I have to continue using this palette more than twice to get my full and final thoughts. It will end up in a palette ranking in the future. Everything that is on my face in both looks will be listed down below the description box. And give this a thumbs up if you enjoy indie eyeshadow content, and let me know your thoughts as you're watching this video. Are you excited about this palette? Are you going to pick it up? Are you going to skip? Whatever it is, let me know in the comments. And now I'm going to send you off to the information, close-ups, and swatches section. Okay, I'm going to start off with a disclaimer, just to be very clear. I did receive this palette in PR from Gourmande Girls, and many of the links down in my description box are affiliated, which means if you do click on a link and you shop through that link, there is a good chance I will earn a small commission. So thank you so much if you do. I also do have a 10% off affiliate code with Gourmande Girls, and it is Rachel. So you can use that code on your purchase on their site to save 10%. And I also in turn get a small commission from that code. So yes, just wanted to be clear on that. So this is the Calavera palette from Gourmande Girls. Now, Gourmande Girls is owned by Christina, and Christina is a Latina, and she has a Mexican heritage, and she is doing a palette with a nod to Dia de los Muertos. So the word Calavera is representing, in the context of Day of the Dead, it's a representation of a human skull or skeleton. The term is often applied to edible or decorative skulls made usually with molds from either sugar or clay. So that is what Calavera means. And on the inside, we have this bright and colorful, kind of rainbow-esque palette. We've got pretty much every color in the rainbow and different variations of it. This is a very heavily matte palette. There are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shimmers in this entire palette, and the rest are mattes. And we do also have 1 sequin shade, which is a matte with sparkle pressed in. So really, really beautiful. This is quite a large palette for the brand. They don't typically do palettes this big, so this is something different for the brand. I do like that this palette goes from light to deep. We have some pastels, we have some midtones, and we have a matte black, and we have a sequin black as well. So really good in terms of variety of depth. At the time of filming, I do not have the pricing information on this. I don't have the release date information on this, nothing like that. But if I learn that information before posting this video or while posting this video, I will put it down in the description box just so you can have some information to reference. Gourmande Girls is a cruelty-free brand, and this palette is made in China. It also is vegan. This palette is vegan. So yeah, I think that's all I can tell you. That's all the information I have. Like I said, refer to the description box, and I will put things in there when I find them out. I'm sure once they announce this palette, which is when this will go live, they will announce the things that I don't know. So yeah, I'm really excited to use this palette. It's a really, really nice palette, something different for the fall season, which I really love to see. So I'm going to send you off to look number 1 now. All right, let's create a look with the Calavera palette from Gourmande Girls. Very excited to play with this palette. Really, really gorgeous. So shocking, I want to play with the warm tones, all right? That's what I'm thinking today. Let's see where this heads. So first I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush. This is the Singe E03. I want to go into this orange shade. Now, the font is kind of hard to read and it's really small, and a lot of it's in Spanish. And fun fact, I was a Spanish minor in college. Do you think I can speak Spanish? No. I used to be able to write a mean 20-page paper in Spanish with great grammar, but I can't speak it. All that to say, it looks like this says Cempasúchil, and I tried to Google it, and it auto-corrected to Cempasúchil, which is a marigold. So I hope that that's what I'm saying it is. So this orange shade, I'm gonna go really lightly in with a fluffy brush. I want this as my transition shade. So let's try it. Have already primed my eyes, of course. So I was able to sheer that out a little bit and make it a little bit more of a transition shade, although it's definitely a mid-tone shade, so I kind of did end up blending it up to my eyebrow, but we're going with it. I'm next gonna go into the shade Sangre. Sangre, what does that mean? Blood. That's fitting because it's red. This shade right here, and I'm gonna put this a little lower in the crease. And I'm literally going in with the lightest hand, barely putting anything on my brush, and it's coming up very pigmented. Alrighty, we're gonna move on. Next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Tradition right here. It's like burgundy shade, and I'm gonna put this in the outer corner. That shade blended like a dream. Pretty effortless. Love that. All right, I put the NYX glitter primer on my lid off camera, and I'm gonna go into the shade Fuego right here. It looks like it's a multi-chrome. Yeah, it is. Ooh. It's one of those like red to green type of things. Very smooth. I'm excited. Probably didn't need the NYX glitter primer on my lid, but here we are. Ooh, that is beautiful. That is stunning. Look at that. Whew, that's fiery. All right, I'm gonna go off camera, put some more makeup on. I will come back and we can finish this look together. All right, I'm back with clearly some more makeup on my face. Let's continue the look. I'm gonna go back into the palette. I'm gonna pick up the shade Tradition right here, and I'm gonna push this up against my lower lash line. I'm gonna blend that out with the orange shade right here. For my inner corner, I think I'm gonna go into this shade up here. It's like an iridescent duochrome called Illuminacion. It is a little chunky, so I'm gonna have to just smush it out a little bit. Oh, it looks so pretty. It looks like it has some orange, some pink. It looks really pretty. I am definitely gonna spray the brush because it has a little chunk to it. I wanna try to eliminate fallout. Ooh, it's actually very squishy. Like I just put my brush in. You're not gonna be able to see it. It completely squished it. Don't know if this is gonna work. Let me try it again. It ended up working out okay. I had to like pretty much push it into my inner corner. I think this is a shade that's going to work a little better applied with the finger because you'll be able to like use the warmth of your skin to like spread it a little more, but it looks really pretty in the inner corner. I can't deny it. For my waterline, I'm going to use ColourPop's Joyride. All right, and this is the finished look number 1. What do you think? I'm obsessed with this look, and I don't say that lightly. I love a fiery, warm tone look like this. Like it just gets me excited, okay? This shimmer on the lid, stunning. I definitely wish I did not put the NYX glitter primer under it because I feel like it's gonna make it crease a little more than it usually would. With these like smooth multi-chromes, I don't really love to put a glitter primer underneath, but that's my bad. It has nothing to do with the shadow, it's just my application, but honestly, it looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. So that's where I'm gonna leave you for now, and now I'm gonna send you off to the next look. Here we go. Get down, buddy. All right, let's film another look with the Calavera palette. I think I wanna do something bluish purple today. I'm gonna go in with a very fluffy brush. I'm gonna go into the shade Paulina, which Christina did tell me is her grandmother's name. So I'm gonna take Paulina and I'm gonna put this through my crease. I'm gonna take a smaller blending brush and I'm gonna go into the shade La Katrina right here, this really pretty mid-tone purple, and put this a little lower in the crease. Next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Agua up here. It's like really pretty blue. Oh, looks so stunning. I'm gonna put this in the outer corner. All right, next I'm gonna go in with the black shade called Muerte. I'm gonna take a tiny bit and put it on the very outer corner of my eye. All right, I just put the NYX Glitter Primer on my lid off camera, and I'm gonna go into the shade Unity right here, which looks like a duochrome that's like a blue to purple. And I'm gonna put this all over the lid. Looks really, really pretty. All right, I'm back. Let's finish up this eye look together. Ooh, I just inhaled my water down my windpipe. All right, so I'm gonna go in with a flat definer brush. I'm actually gonna pick up the black called Muerte, and I'm gonna push this up against my lower lash line. On a little pencil brush, I'm going to pick up Agua, that darkest blue, and blend that out. Then I'm gonna take La Katrina and Paulina and mix them together and blend that out. For my inner corner, I'm gonna use the matte white called Sugar up here. And for my waterline, I'm going to use ColourPop's Cream Gel Liner in Crybaby. All right, I am gonna go off camera, finish up the rest of my look, and come back to give you my initial thoughts on this palette. All right, and this is the finished look. What do you think? I really, really love it. I really love it. I think it came out really, really pretty. I love the shimmer on the lid. It is really dimensional. It is a duochrome, but it's not chunky or textured or anything like that. Went on my eyelid really smoothly. It looks really pretty. I love it. I love it. So let me give you my initial thoughts on this palette. I've only used it twice, so this isn't a review, okay? We'll end up in a palette ranking in the future, but I really like this different take on a Halloween, you know, it's not Halloween themed, it's Dia de los Muertos, but you know, a different Halloween time, fall, that's what I'm thinking of. A fall time palette. I really like that. I like that Christina is, you know, giving a nod to her heritage. You obviously can create a huge variety of looks with this palette, and I like that it is matte heavy. It's just my personal preference. I actually maybe would have liked maybe one more shimmer, but listen, I have tons of shimmers in my collection I can reach into. It's really not a big deal. And I think that these mattes, especially for the brand, they're very pigmented. There's a little more kick up in the pan, which I guess the past few palettes that Gourmande Girls has come out with, I do feel like their matte formula is more pigmented than, say, like their releases from last year in the rectangular packaging. So don't know if it's true that it's a different formula. I'm just making observations, but these are very pigmented is what I'm trying to say. They swatched out great. Of course, I haven't used every single shade on my eye, but you know, that's my experience with the ones I've used. I like that Gourmande Girls typically puts in a few different types of shimmer formulas. We have this like really special rainbow iridescent shade, We have this more textured, like very textured, very squishy shade here that is also iridescent. We have a duochrome, we have a multichrome, and this is just like a standard shimmer. Yeah, there's a good variety in here. I think if you're looking for a rainbow-esque palette that has some slightly different tones in it, you could really get along with this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on this palette after watching this video. Are you excited? Are you planning on picking it up? Are you gonna skip on it? Whatever it is, let me know because I love hearing from you. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing before you leave. I do upload videos weekly, and I'd love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.